This episode is rated M for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of the PFC Entertainment Network or any of the affiliates that make this show possible.
This is the Pure Fury Creations Entertainment Network.
This is Creepy Soup on the PFC Entertainment Network.
Hello, and welcome to episode 150, that is 150, of Creepy Soup. I am Jill.
I'm Hump Trophy.
And this is, of course, brought to you by the PFC. I look like I haven't combed my hair in weeks. Anyway, this brought I know this is brought to you by the PFC Entertainment Network. So welcome back to our craziness.
What you call life?
Yeah, it's. I can tell you, I'm gonna be fanning because it's fucking hot in here.
That's because you're in here.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start off with merch. Before I forget. So as of right now, Jason still has the summer stuff out, which I know I say this every time. I've got to get something.
It's hotter than the fucking Mojave. I would hope he still has the summer shit out.
I know, right? But he's also going to be releasing the fall stuff August 15th, so we gotta watch for that. Football jerseys.
Hopefully good Halloween shit.
Hopefully better than the baseball jerseys.
What about crop tops, sir?
Okay, well, you're friends with Jason. You shoot him a message and tell him you need crop tops. So if you want our merch, there's a really cool t-shirt, sweatshirt. You can buy them both, make it a combo with our faces on it. You can buy it or buy it maybe because someone's constipated and you need to slap some shit on the wall.
Fuck you, lady.
We'll get you going. Our merch can be found at pfccreepysoup.printify.me. The summer stuff can be found at pfcsummer.printify.me, and all of the network stuff, new, old, can be found at pfcstore.printify.me. Boom, got it. If you would like to send us emails with some creepy stories and the possibility or like any true crime stories that you know of or involved or would like us to cover, that would be Creepy Soup. Remember, creepy with a K, creepysouppodcast@gmail.com. I'm trying to get all this up because after we finish recording, I'm like, fuck, why did I do that?
Well, also, like, I've been really wanting to, like, instead of just doing their, like, the emails we get, I don't want to just always, like, do it from our point of view. Like, it would be nice to maybe have one of them, like, do a guest appearance to tell, like, actually physically tell us their story.
You know what would be kind of cool? We get the emails, we post a few to the Creepy Soup Facebook page, and we have people vote on who they would like to have come on and tell that story. So why don't we do that? Why don't, if you have something you would like to come on and share with us, of course it would be remotely, we 3 people can't fit here.
You cannot.
Which is why the one episode, my other hump trophy was upstairs. If you would like to come on and chat with us about your paranormal story or true crime story, email us at creepysouppodcast@gmail.com, and we will put some submissions up for a vote. I think that sounds cool. And then as this, I'm going to do a little share. Nope. I can't do that. Why?
I can't with you.
I know. I am too much sometimes. Okay, there's share. So as you may have heard us talk about in the last episode, in front of you, if you're driving, don't look.
Yeah.
Don't look. Check it out when you get home. My friend Christy and I started Crystals and Sage Paranormal. We are doing a paranormal investigation on August 23rd. 2 sessions, one from 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and the second one from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. It is $75 per person, with a portion of the proceeds going back to the Masonic Temple. I know I said it in the last episode, it is a very, very active location.
The tickets are limited, right?
Yes. Check.
They're gonna go fast.
Yeah. Check out episode 1 where my other hump trophy was on here. I don't remember what episode it was, to be honest with you.
I want to say it was 139.
I think it was still in the 40s. Early 40s, I don't know. It was a few episodes back. So just scroll a little bit. And you'll see like a blank, like you'll see us and then you'll see a blank.
Like a third.
Yeah. But it was a very active location. Go back and check that out. And if you would like to check some of that out for yourself, you can visit the Crystals and Sage Paranormal page. You can comment on, I know you can comment on Spotify. I don't know about other platforms because I don't listen to other platforms. I don't know how they work. And you can comment obviously on the YouTube video. You can send us a message. We will be there together.
Ow!
Doing a little live.
Our first ever live
bullshit show.
What?
Well, us and our bullshit. It's just who we are.
And our trauma bodies.
Yeah. It's so it is a great time. It's something if you are seriously into
paranormal.
Thank you. Investigation.
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Especially for crazy bitches like her.
If paranormal Jesus Christ, I said paranormal that time, not investigations. If you're into that thing, join us, because I promise you, you will get something. If you have your own equipment, there may be some equipment that we'll share. It's just going to be a lot of fun. If that's your thing. Which I'm assuming if you're watching us, it kind of is your thing. But yeah, damn good time. So anyway.
Plus we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. Christy will be there.
So it's going to be fucking awesome.
My other hump trophy. I believe her hump trophy.
Yeah, my oldest.
All the hump trophies.
Yep, my oldest hump trophy would be there.
Yeah, your hump trophy, Christy's hump trophy. All the hump trophies. Well, not 2 of yours aren't going to be there, but yeah, we don't fucking scare the ghosts that have been there for 100 years right the fuck out of there. But if that's your thing, it's straight up a good time. You will not be disappointed.
It'll be like a haunted party.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. So moving on from that, please buy tickets because it's just gonna be fun.
Money well spent.
Definitely money well spent, and we're trying to come up with maybe some little specialties as far as the tickets go that we'll be posting about later, because I know there's a few people that have mentioned interest, but maybe a little far for 4-hour investigation, so maybe I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, other than that, how are you?
Pretty good. Tired.
Same.
Annoyed.
Same. I'm getting excited.
In less than a month.
Less than a month.
Oh, are you talking about that or your doings?
My doings. I'm going on vacation next week. And I'm excited. Look, I've been stuck with that man.
Yeah.
With this thing for 30 years.
You chose that.
Yeah, I sure did. We're going on vacation for our anniversary, and I'm excited. We've got some good little paranormal shit booked to do. Jenny Wade House, the orphanage, a haunted objects museum. Man. Anyway, we've got good stuff planned there. That it's going to be a good time. So in a couple weeks, you'll be hearing about that, I'm sure.
I texted that when you let them know that Liz was here to pick up that stuff.
Okay. So,
I didn't want to yell.
as we know, everybody knows, we have had, as far as in the celebrity world, a horrible week. A fucking absolutely horrible fuck you kind of week. First with the death of Malcolm Jamal Warner. Did you ever watch Cosby Show?
I know.
I'm just asking if you ever watched it.
Bits and pieces.
Same. I wasn't a big fan. Honestly, I hated the younger kids. They wore on my fucking nerves. But anyway.
Except for Raven.
No.
She was the cutest little fucking thing ever.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. In the original run, yes. Like, I originally thought Rudy was the cutest thing. Thought she was so adorable, and then yes, they did bring her on there. But like watching, I haven't watched an episode, but like watching when they show clips like on TikTok or Facebook Reels or something, I'm like, I would drop kick that kid. No, I wouldn't even care. I don't care.
Why?
Like now seeing some of that shit just annoys the shit out of me.
You annoy the shit out of me.
I'm sure I do. And that's okay. Your opinion of me is none of my business. So, you've never heard that said before? What you think of me is none of my business. That's your problem. So we had him. That was announced on Monday. Then we got a day reprieve. Was it a day in between? Yeah, maybe a day in between. And then we find out the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy, died. Now, in my opinion, and I know you've probably heard me say this a couple times over the last few days, that I truly believe that that final concert was him attending his own funeral. That's what I believe. I believe he was... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say.
I think it was him just publicly saying
publicly saying
in his own way.
Right, but I also feel, and maybe it wasn't meant to, but it did, like, watching it did kind of, and I haven't watched it. And they are, I guess, supposed to release it as, like, a full-length movie, which I'd watch it. Of course, I would watch it. But I believe that was him being there and active in his own funeral. And then we got a one more day reprieve with the news of the death of Hulk Hogan, which, if anyone is familiar with any of the other PFC shows, you know that my co-host on, it's got a new name now, This Week in 80s History, This Week in 1980s, it's new. Oh no, don't ask Jason is a huge, huge wrestling fan. And the very first thing when I saw that was, I gotta see if Jason's okay. So I did. I texted him. I'm like, are you okay? And he was like, no. Which I kind of figured he wouldn't be, because he makes it very clear Hulk is, if not his favorite, one of his top wrestlers.
Top 5, probably.
I believe number 1, but I'm not going to speak for him. But it's pretty well up there. So I know obviously younger generations too, but 80s kids, Gen X, we had a very bad week. Very bad week. And I told your dad, I'm like, we should get a paid day off of work for bereavement. Because we fucking...
Oh, bitch.
Look, we deserve it. Like, America's brother, everyone's, well, our age, everyone's grandpa, and uncle. Like, all in 1 week. Boom.
Well, from what I hear, his daughter's not too broken up about him dying.
Are you talking about the older one, Amy? The one that wasn't...
Brooke Hogan?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I believe they were estranged.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know...
according to her, him and Lisa, or whatever the fuck her mom's name is...
Linda,
whatever. Were fucking abusive towards her.
Well, I know after they divorced, Brooke, pretty much, like, drifted to her dad.
Well, yeah, because her mom decided to start dating someone younger than her.
Well, yeah, it was her brother, Nick's friend.
Yeah, fucking weird bitch.
Yeah. Look, if me and your dad divorced, ain't none of your brother's friends.
That's because you consider them your kids.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah,
Dead ass.
but
You
still,
consider them
look,
your
I
children.
know people that grew up with people as their cousin and they still had children with them. So that's.
Because people are weird.
Yep.
Wait, who are you talking about? Put a name on it.
No. I'm not gonna.
Come on, Stuart.
No.
Tell me.
I don't want to say.
Who are you talking about?
Just come on. We got a show to do.
Text me.
No.
Who are you talking about?
Because I know I'm. No.
I just want to...
I'm not. I'll tell you when we're done.
Okay.
Oh, it's warm in here. And you know, there's been other people like Connie Francis, and I know she just had like a big resurgence of being like one of her songs becoming popular, because they use it in a lot of TikToks and advertisements. That Pretty Little Baby. And like July has been hard because I think the first one that hit me and you was...
I cried myself to sleep.
She did. That's not an exaggeration. She actually did. Julian McMahon, because, well, I first saw him on Another World, but we watched him on Charmed as Cole.
Fell in love with him then.
You know, I didn't think a whole lot of him. I didn't like his character on Another World, which I'm just obviously aging myself with that shit.
Yeah, stop doing that.
But this feels good.
Where the fuck is your fan?
I don't know. I searched for it before we came in here.
Dude, I don't even know where the fuck mine is.
I don't either.
What the fuck did Michael do then?
I don't know. But we fell in love with him as Cole on Charmed. And I know he's been in other...
like Nip Tuck.
Nip Tuck, and it's right there. I don't know. He's been in a lot of other things. Fantastic Four. So yeah, this month started out sucky in that respect, and there's been several others Someone posted on the 17th of July, which is when Connie Francis died, that there was 6 people that day. 6 celebrities that died that day. Can I name one besides her? No. I can't. You do that. And I know, well, there was Michael Madsen, who's been in a lot of stuff. He was in Kill Bill. Oh my God, there's no air circulation. I know I've said that before, but this room is rough. Rough.
Bitch, don't ever.
Yeah, so this month for celebrity deaths have really been sucky, and if you are struggling with it, with some of these deaths, just know you are absolutely not alone, because other people are struggling with those same passings too. Do you have it yet, or what? Anywho. So I thought, okay, there's a page. What?
Cleo Laney?
I don't know who that is.
She died July 24th.
Chuck Mangione, I know he passed away too.
London jazz clubs in the 50s. Jazz singer. Chuck Mangione. Ozzy.
Yeah, there is someone that...
Malcolm. Tom Troop.
There's just been a lot this month.
He was in Star Trek, in Frasier, and Mission Impossible. Robbie Pardillo. Alan Bergman. Connie Francis. Eileen Fulton.
Yep, she's from
As the World
Turns. I knew it was one that started with
Renee Kirby.
don't know who that is.
He played in Shallow Hal. David Caff. He played in a band called Rare Bird in the 60s.
Okay, I know Rick Derringer, but that was... Never mind, that was a couple months ago.
David Gergen.
Sorry, guys, I'm just...
He was a presidential advisor. Von Hameen.
Yeah.
James Carter Cathcart. Mark Snow. Young Noble. Julian. Michael Madsen. Sophia Hutchins. Jimmy Swaggart. Kenneth Coley. Jim Shooter. Maureen Hingert. Rick Hurst.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Hurst's dad. Opie.
Lalo Schifrin.
Okay, we'll be here all day. Let's...
Oh, I'm getting it. Kylie Page. Who the fuck is that?
Don't know. Come on.
Oh, adult film star.
Oh, then.
I took one too.
So my competition. Okay.
Bitch. Probably took 2 weeks. Never mind. Bobby Sherman. Rebecca Del Rio.
Okay. So, anywho, now all your stuff is from this page, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a page on Facebook that I follow. And I've recently sent her a
Join.
Yeah, an invitation to join it. The page is True Crime, Missing, Murdered, and Unsolved. And a lot of times they have like a small write-up. Sometimes they have bigger ones. Well, that's what we're doing this week as far as what?
I was just listening to you.
Well, you're looking at me like I'm... Never mind. So they do have, like, there's everything from cases that are famous, which the first one I'm going to do is a pretty infamous case. And I've got a few, she's got a few, we may have bonus ones, we'll see. Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first? Or
Oh, you can go first, Mom. Go ahead.
Okay. So, the first one I have, and I actually wasn't going to do it because this is one I would eventually maybe like to cover as a full episode, but I also think this one's probably been done to death.
Whoa.
No pun intended. And that is, I think the last name, it's Darlie Routier. It's not Reuter.
Routier, maybe?
Anyway, if you haven't heard of this in 1996, I'm going to read the write-up from the page. In 1996, Darlie was convicted of brutally murdering her 2 young sons. But nearly 30 years later, new evidence suggests she may be innocent. Mishandled forensics evidence, media bias, which, honestly, I kind of think that's what got her convicted. And I'll tell you why.
Lawsuit!
And I'll tell you why. Because shortly after the murders, it was one of her boys' birthday. So the family went to the cemetery to remember, celebrate the child's birthday. And she's got silly string and she's kind of laughing. Now, mind you, they had another child that, wasn't part of this attack. She was also attacked.
But lived.
But I really think that, because the news was there. So the news was there. And this became national. Like, because look at this grieving mother who is laughing and shooting silly string all over the place when she just lost 2 of her children. Very brutally.
But she still has another child that she has to live for.
Yes.
And to completely, disregard that and make people think that you're not supposed to have happy
memories.
Moments.
Right.
Just because you lost 2 children.
Yeah. And
that's wrong.
And, her name, first name starts with a D. I believe the husband's name was David, and then there was Darian, and all 3 boys, they were all D's. It's like across the street, everyone's got T names.
Yeah.
They had all names that started with the letter D. So, could a grieving mother have been sent to death row for a crime she didn't commit? And there is apparently a documentary. It looks like it's wrongly convicted. The Darlie Routier case, shocking justice system failures, true crime documentary. I have to remember, I'm going to have to leave a note right here. Tag the page.
You should have to get sticky notes in them.
I should. I need some fucking sticky notes so I can, or maybe start writing it in here so that I remember when I'm posting them to do it. So, this true crime documentary uncovers the shocking failures in our justice system, from contaminated crime scenes to the emotional exploitation of a jury. If you care about wrongful convictions, for forensic integrity, and the truth behind high-profile cases, you need to hear Darlie's story. Some evidence that supports her innocence includes bloody fingerprint at crime scene that did not match any family members or police, bloody sock 75 yards down the alley from the house found within an hour that has the boys' and Darlie's DNA on it, as well as a limb hair and deer hair.
Well, was she attacked too?
Yes, She was attacked.
So then, of course, her blood's gonna be on it.
Right. Well, they're trying to say because she wasn't mortally wounded that she very well could have done it and just nicked herself. Yeah. 911 tape played at trial had portions removed that the jury did not hear that strongly supports Darley's innocence. Unidentified facial and pubic hairs at the crime scene, and Darley's nightshirt that has not been tested for DNA. So, now I have listened to other podcasts about this case. I have seen and heard, like, shit on Nightline, Dateline, one of those.
Nightline.
It used to be on after... Shut up. I don't even know if it's still on. It's been a long time. Do you want to know when the last time I personally watched a TV? I can't tell you when. I mean, I've watched things on the TV, but actual TV? No. It's been a long time. So that would be something, honestly, to really watch if you're interested. And see, that's another reason why it's hard to do these cases, because there's so many people like, oh, they're in prison for a reason. Well, we all know that innocent people go to prison.
Or, guilty people get let off,
Yeah. So, just because she's in prison and on death row does not mean she did it. And like I said, my personal belief is... we just got company, is that she is there because of the media, in my personal opinion. We got a surprise visitor.
Jill.
I know. So that one is going to be one to watch. Let me see if I can see when it's going to be out. Or can I now? I don't know. Now my phone's just being fucking stupid.
That's why I wrote mine down.
Yeah, well. Suck it. Okay, it's your turn. Go ahead and do one.
Oh, no. Always waiting on Jill.
No, you could get your shit started.
Always waiting on Jill.
Get your shit started.
Bitch. Okay, so I chose from the Facebook page regarding missing or unsolved crimes. Number one, I chose Brandon Swanson.
I almost did that one. That's a really good one. That's a good one. I've listened to a couple of podcasts about that one. You go ahead.
In May of 2008, Brandon was driving to Marshall, Minnesota, and around midnight he accidentally eased into a fucking ditch. Brandon had called his parents, letting them know he's uninjured and what had happened, and that he needed a ride. So, basically he was asking his dad to come get him. During their 47-minute phone call, while trying to describe his exact location, Brandon suddenly yelled, "Oh shit," and the line went dead. Although authorities quickly found his car, however, Brandon Swanson was never seen or heard from again, to this day.
Yeah, that one, like I said, it's very interesting. It's almost kind of on the lines of that Maura Tierney. Nope, is that her name? No, I think that's the actress. Maura Murray? I just went stupid. Like,
Mariah.
No.
No.
Maura Miller. Maura Murray. I was right. She vanished into thin air after a car crash. Like, boom. That's another one. It's been covered a lot, but no, I don't want.
Like, I don't understand how people go missing like that. But it's like, people are weird. They see somebody that's out on the street by themselves and just take advantage of that.
Yeah,
It's like, how would you feel if that was your family member and you never got to see them again? Boo, you whore.
Alright, so my next one is, hang on, I gotta turn this down because it's like a news story. Okay, so the next one I have is the case for a missing child. Her name is, where'd it go? Oakley Carlson? Bless you.
Oh my goodness.
Hang on, let me go to the page and find it because it's too,
Too meh. What?
yeah, it's,
Oh my god, I'm gaining fucking weight, dude. I'm starting to turn into a fat fuck again.
I'm just trying to find it. And honestly, there was so many cases, it was so hard to narrow it down to just the ones that we did. Okay, so Oakley Carlson's biological mother, Jordan Bowers, and this was yesterday, was not released today from the Washington Correction Center for Women in Purdy as previously planned. She is expected to be released from prison on Monday once DOC officials find a halfway house to take her. Sources say her fiancé flew in from Minnesota and was waiting for her outside the prison today. The person who wrote this was told that they met through another inmate. Bowers is the biological mother of Oakley Carlson, who has officially been missing from Gray Harbors County, and I don't know where this is, I'm sorry. Washington Correction, so I'm going to guess there. She has been officially missing from Grays Harbor County since December of 2021. The last credible sighting of her was in February of 2021. So it's almost a full fucking year from last credible sighting to being reported missing.
Yeah.
That's insane. So neither Bowers nor Andrew Carlson, which is her dad, the child's dad, has been charged with the disappearance of their daughter, even though they have refused to cooperate with detectives. I say once a parent refuses, they're guilty, cuff them. But I know that's not how the system works. Detectives say they are suspects in the case and believe that Oakley is deceased. Bowers was serving time after pleading guilty to identity theft and fraud. Department of Correction records show she applied to get married while incarcerated, but her request was denied. Now they are engaged, and she said she wants to have more kids. And apparently, the little girl was in foster care because the person doing this article interviewed Oakley's foster mother today. And her name is Jamie Jo. I'm going to leave out the last name. Continues to advocate for the missing girl, and she posted digital billboards. I don't know how many, but
I think I almost did that one.
yeah. So that one it's pretty sad. I don't know if you can see. Oh no, you can't because there's no picture.
Oh, she looks like she's guilty as well.
She does. She looks like she works in a meth kitchen. Ah! Nope.
Okay, Bethany.
The little girl is cute, almost in some of the pictures that are in the video on this page. She almost looks exactly like Kaylee Anthony. Like almost. Well, maybe in a couple of the pictures. So, yeah, there's, no, I didn't want to do that. So there's that one. So you're up next.
Alright, so it did not give a time frame or anything like that, but I do believe I caught that it was in Canada, I think. But I chose Cherie Beasley. Cherie was a first grader at Rosebud Primary School.
Oh, what a sweet name.
Rosebud.
Yeah.
Her name's Cherie.
I know. That's so sad. She went to Rosebud.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Fuck is wrong with me? According to her mother, Carrie Greenhill, she was a very talkative and very lively little girl. Carrie always taught her daughter Cherie the importance of stranger danger. And if a stranger came up to her, she ran into a stranger, she'd always ignore them and, be all safe about it. The day Cherie disappeared, Carrie gave Cherie money to get milk, lemonade, whatever the fuck meat pies are.
Oh, that sounds more like England or British. Or
Yeah, and cigarettes.
How old was she?
First grader? But, so this must have been like, oh wow.
In the 80s, because that's what we used to do. Oh yeah, you know how many times Nina wrote a note to the drugstore and said, please sell Jill a pack of Raleigh 100s? Yeah.
Yeah. And she also gave her some change to get herself a little snackety snack. Cherie told her mother, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, Mom. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing that would be the last time Carrie would ever see or speak to her daughter again. After an hour, Carrie knew something was wrong. But a female local resident found Cherie's bike, as well as the groceries in the middle of Parkmore Avenue. The woman just so happened to recognize the bike and knew the family. So the first thing she did was contact Carrie, who obviously called the police to report her daughter missing.
So it doesn't say like anybody was like person of interest or...
I just read what the article had said. I actually am interested in the case itself, and I do actually plan on deep diving into it and actually doing like my own personal episode regarding.
Do you want to tell them about the deep dive I had you doing yesterday?
No, I don't. Wait, was it yesterday? Fuck you.
Yes, it was yesterday.
No.
Can I tell them?
This bitch crazy.
Okay, we got on the discussion of celebrities who have died that we don't think are dead. The top three that we think: Tupac. I don't think he's dead. Don't think Michael Jackson's dead, and I don't think Elvis is dead. So,
dude, could you imagine if they just like popped out of nowhere? How
right.
much everybody's lives would change.
Maybe right now, as we speak, they are recording a supergroup album.
Oh, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Well, then that would be a bestseller, though. I'm telling you. That would be a bestseller. Could you imagine?
Okay. I would get like Elvis and Michael, but fuck.
Yeah, why not? Okay.
Girl, you doing too much.
So here's my last one.
I cannot.
So David Williams. You know what? For this one.
Oh my god, I almost did that one. But
I sent you everything I did.
But, no, I even wrote down. Mom picked David Williams. And Darlie Routier. And then Rochelle, right?
No, I'm not. No.
Oh, that's.
Okay, so. This one that I'm about to share is David Williams. Was 12 when he vanished. Was Stephen Anderson, age 17. From the New Lisbon State School. No, sorry, kids are excited about the company, so if you hear them in the background, we totally apologize, but we get their hype. Now called New Lisbon Developmental Center in New Jersey, on April 7th, 1975. They were last seen around 4:15 p.m. walking towards their dorms from the ball field. The two boys had been playing ball with staff members. The school is located off of Route 72 on 1,896 acres. David was 5 foot even. Are you taller than that? Yeah, you are. So you'd be taller than a 12-year-old. And 113 pounds with black hair and brown.
Not my 12-year-old.
Right. Brown hair. He wore a helmet to protect his head because he had epilepsy. He was required daily medication for this, and without them he would likely have grand mal seizures, which I've had one. Not a good time. 0 stars. David was wearing a blue jacket with blue pants. Stephen was 5'8" and 140 pounds with brown hair, hazel blue eyes. He had a chipped front tooth and went by Teve. Stephen was developmentally disabled and also struggled with verbal communication. He was also wearing a blue hoodie and blue pants. And then it gives their missing person number in NamUs. David has 29 exclusions, comparison of his DNA to that of unidentified remains, and Stephen has 61.
What does that mean? Exclusions? Like non-matching?
I'm not a scientist, but that would be either non-matching or matching. Maybe it's 29 markers to exclude anyone else. I don't know how. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how that shit works. In 2017, the field the boys were last seen on was searched and dug up. No announcements were made about that, if anything was found. Please contact the New Jersey State Human Services Police at 800-233-2915 with any information about the whereabouts of David and Stephen. You can remain anonymous. So this was Stephen at the age of 12. I'm hoping this goes through because I know sometimes it doesn't. And this is an age progression of what he would look like today. Or no, that's David. I'm sorry. David. I don't know why I said Stephen. That's David, and this is Stephen. That's what he looked like at 17 in 1975. And this is an age progression of what he would look like today. So, if you're in New Jersey, which that'd be cool if someone from New Jersey was listening. And if you are, just to let you know, the first 4 months of my granddaughter's life, I only spoke to her in a Jersey accent. For no reason.
Which in return gave her an accent.
I did. I don't know why, but it was always Aubrey. Sit with me while I have my coffee. While she was in my arms. Yeah. Why? I don't know. There was no reason behind it. I'm not from Jersey. I'm from right here.
I'm from right here.
So there was literally no reason for me to do that, but I did it. Alright, do yours.
Alright, so the next one that I chose was Ethan Bates.
Okay.
Okay, so on April 22nd of this year, so it's fairly fresh, Ethan contacted his family for what would be the last time. Ethan had left Nashville, I'm assuming because of the reason why he had left. He's originally from Nashville, Tennessee. He must have had like an alcohol and drug problem. So in September of last year, he actually went to California for rehab.
Okay.
Once he got there, of course, he contacted and maintained contact on a regular basis with his family until the day of April 22nd. During his last phone call to home, he told his family he had gotten his medication straightened out, that he had just started a new job and was saving up for a car so he could come down for visits. Because I think, from what I gathered, it sounded like even after rehab, he might have wanted to stay in California.
Okay.
But as of within the last week, okay.
Mm-hmm.
One of Ethan's family members got an ambulance bill for him in the mail.
Whoa.
According to the bill, he was picked up at an unspecified location in Irvine, California by ambulance and taken to Hoag Irvine Hospital on April 25th. So that's 3 days after his final phone call to his family.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan's loved ones have attempted to reach out to both the ambulance company and a social worker from the hospital, the hospital social worker, and nobody, even to this day, has returned any of their phone calls regarding what's going on. Obviously the family filled out a missing persons report with the Irvine Police Department, but just for shits and gigs, if we have any listeners or watchers in the California Irvine area, please call them, because his family needs answers, and it's pretty fucked up and shitty that the hospital is not giving them any.
Yeah. Which
I understand if, like, you can't confirm or deny if he's still there.
Right.
But to find out if he was there at some point and he was released, if he was even okay.
Yeah.
Or is he, for whatever fucking reason, laying in their morgue? You know, they deserve to know.
Yeah.
So if anybody from that hospital is listening, make a phone call, please. That'd be great.
Yeah. Okay, so I know we said 3. I do have a bonus one, and then
I have a bonus one too. It's okay.
oh, well, I didn't know if you wanted to do the bonus. I knew you said you had a bonus one, but I didn't know if you wanted to hurry. But I figured because this is very current and kind of really in the news right now, the whole nobody will say his name in the media, so BK. He was the Idaho 4, the students that were murdered. First of all, the victims' families got to make impact statements recently.
I would have to say this is probably by far your favorite part.
Well, one of the victim's sister got up, and it was like she was so articulate and so spot on in everything she said, and she basically told him he was a shitty rapper. He was nothing. He was a narcissist and all kinds of things. Like, nothing good to say. And then the dad spoke and said, you're a number. The media reduced you to initials, but you're just now a number. And then the mom gets up and I didn't hear the mom's impact statement, but she ended it with, and from Kaylee, I think, her youngest sister, Aubrey, said, you may have gotten A's in high school and college, but you'll be getting the big D in prison. And I died. That was fucking funny. So this is actually from the page Crime Chicken Fried. He is going to Idaho's Max Penitentiary. Fuck. It's located in Kuna, Idaho, about 20 miles from Boise, and the Idaho Maximum Security Institution was opened in 1989, according to its website. It houses the state's most disruptive male residents and has a double perimeter fence reinforced with razor wire and an electric detection system.
I hope he falls on it.
And this is what makes me happy. The facility was named one of the 15 worst prisons in America by Security Journal Americas in 2024, joining other notorious lockups like Attica Correctional Facility in New York, San Quentin in California, ADX Florence, aka the Alcatraz of the Rockies in Colorado. Solitary confinement and lockdowns are common, which has faced criticism for its harsh treatments of inmates and inadequate mental health care, according to Security Journal Americas. CBS affiliate reported in 2016 that many of the prison's inmates were locked in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day, eating alone in their cells with almost no human interaction. The state's top correction official told the station at the time that they were working to reduce the use of solitary. Idaho Maximum manages the long-term housing of our most dangerous and volatile population. The Idaho Department of Correction told CBS News in an email Friday, asked about the use of solitary confinement and lockdowns. The department said restrictive housing is not a disciplinary sanction. It is a housing assignment designed to manage specific behaviors. In its description, Security Journal of Americas notes numerous reports of inmate-on-inmate violence, as well as allegations of excessive force by correctional officers. In 2023, a fight involving more than 30 inmates broke out at Idaho Max. The Idaho Statesman reported sending one prisoner to the hospital. Last summer, dozens of inmates at Idaho Max refused to eat for 6 days over numerous grievances, the Idaho Statesman reported. And earlier this month, nearly 90 inmates planned to stage hunger strikes to protest inhumane conditions at the prison, according to the paper. The Corrections Department described it as a planned peaceful demonstration over access to visitation and programming. So that's where he's going. And I love that for him.
I was confused as to why they would do a hunger strike when people that work there really don't even give a fuck about them.
Right.
Why would they care? You want to starve yourself? Starve yourself. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, we watched it in Oz. The one dude did the hunger strike thing for whatever, but I think what it is they're hoping they get sick or something and have to be sent to the hospital, and then that's going to make people go, oh my god. Is it? Maybe, maybe not. But, I mean, so. But I also didn't commit a crime to be there. So.
Nope, sure did.
Alright, your last one so we can.
Alright, so my last one, it's not that I saved the best for last or anything, but this one is fairly recent as well. This is about Carol Bond Thompson. Carol was last seen in Henry County, Tennessee in November of 2024. In Oakburn Park in Paris, Tennessee was her last actual physical known location. Carol suffers from epilepsy, causing her to have seizures, obviously. Mm-hmm. She also, which makes me feel really bad, because it's like, she's probably states away, wandering, not knowing who the fuck she is, or anything like that, because she suffers from memory loss. Carol's mom is giving a reward of $1,000 to anybody who could potentially know her whereabouts or who have possibly have seen her. Carol is a 42-year-old white female, 5 feet 4 inches tall, only weighs 105 pounds. That's widow. Mm-hmm. She has brown hair and hazel eyes. Carol has a medium-sized cross tattooed on her upper arm and a neck tattoo. If you have any information, please call Henry County Sheriff's Office.
No number?
Oh, yeah, no number. Yeah, of course. They don't have a fucking number. How are you going to call it, right? It's area code 731, and the number is 642-1672.
Awesome. All right. Well, just to kind of reiterate, merch, you know the places. I'm not repeating all that again. That's a lot. Email us your stuff so we can put it to a vote and
hopefully have a bunch of different people on as guests.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. So you can email those at creepysouppodcast@gmail.com. And then do not forget, right now, one of the most important things of all, and that is the paranormal investigation at the Masonic Temple
and our live
in Bay City.
Our first live.
And our live. I even bought a karaoke machine so we can talk into microphones and be heard.
Like, we need help.
It depends on where we stand. It's a pretty big room, so I don't want to yell that loud and lose my voice.
Oh, yeah.
Shut your face. Anywho, so on that note, I hope everyone has a great week, and we will see you soon.
Bye.